Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to our weekly training where today I am going to be going over everything you need to know to be able to market your new profitable program. So if you missed last week's training, go back and take a look. It was all about the 5 P's to a profitable program because when you can actually package, price out, and put together a program, then you actually have the framework where people are more likely to purchase from you because they are leaning in to this framework and they're not just worried about trusting necessarily you. So it's one of the ways that you are able to put together that irresistible offer that's going to have your clients saying yes to working with you in your either your online course or your coaching program. And so today what we're going to cover is the 7 steps to marketing your course. So now that you have your course developed, you've got your profitable program in hand. What are the keys and the secrets to being able to get it into the hands of more people? So I'm going to go through 7 ideas for you today. So number one is you need to be able to create that irresistible offer, right? So how do you convert visitors into paying customers, right? How do you clearly articulate your course or your program, right? You need to be effectively communicating the benefits of your course or your program if you want people to say yes. So how do you do that? Well, there are a few things that need to go into an irresistible offer. You need to make sure that you have a great name for your program, right? We talked about that a little bit about in the program creation, but also having a compelling headline and matching copywriting, right? That communicates the value and the benefits of your course. These are really, really, really important when you're crafting that perfect and irresistible offer. You want to have a clear course description that explains to your potential prospects, your students, or your participants what they're going to learn and how they'll be learning. Right. So it's not enough just to talk about all of the benefits, but you want to share with people the deliverables of how you are going to deliver all of that great material to them. Some of the most important things that can go into your irresistible offer are as well testimonials, right? So if you have a testimonial or a story about how you used this same process to help yourself get transformational results, or if, of course, if you've already helped some clients of your own already to create those results for them, then you're able to show other people how they can get those tangible benefits and results out of the course and the program, right? You also want to make sure that you have a very clear and compelling call to action. This is one of the things that I see lots of entrepreneurs and course creators making is that they have too many options for somebody to take at the end of delivering their offer. And when you have only one possible call to action or next step that your prospect can take, it makes it much more likely that they're going to take that step with you. Some other things you might want to consider including, of course, are um, a, a short bio of yourself. If you're doing your irresistible offer in writing, which I know some people do, you might want to include a headshot, a professional photo, anything that's going to help you establish credibility is something you want to keep in mind as you're presenting your irresistible offer. So the second thing you want to do for ways to market your online course is you want to create some lead generation campaigns, right? So lead generation is one of the most effective ways to market your course, and it helps you find people and learners who might be unfamiliar with you, but who are interested in your course topic matter. And um, lead generation, of course, is super important if you want to get eyes on your work. So some of the ways that I love to do this is to provide webinars or master classes or do live trainings, right? Anything that you can do to demonstrate your skill as a teacher or a trainer right? Or an expert is going to be something that will go a long way in convincing your leads or your prospects to potentially work with you, right? You can also create PDFs or articles or blog posts on topics from your course. These are like long form content that you can then use to repurpose into shorter bite-sized pieces that you can then use in social media, right? You can create short form video. You can chop up and create shorter form content from these longer pieces. Another really popular way these days to be able to create a lead magnet or lead generation for your course or your program is to create a shortened version, like a mini course, right? And putting this into a private community, like a Facebook group or a private community on School or Circle or Mighty Networks, somewhere where you can start gathering your audience, provide them with some real world value so that they can start getting results, is a really fabulous way to give your students a taste of what it would feel like to work with you, right? And then be able to make a call to action in your mini course to have them join you in a more comprehensive program, one where they get more access to you as the coach. And those can be really great ways to get leads into your program. And of course, you can provide content in things like email newsletters, right? Freebies or tips that come right from your course. Every single piece of content that you have in your marketable program becomes repurposable, and you can use it in all of your marketing and in your lead generation needs. The third thing I want to talk to you about with respect to the 7 ways to market your online course or your coaching program is to really take an active role in your social media. Okay, being active on social as a marketer can be kind of tricky, especially in today's super competitive online market, but it's super essential, right? If you want to get seen and get noticed, you need to be on social. In fact, I personally think it's more effective to be on social than to even have a website, right? You want to not only be active on your own social channels, but you want to start participating and getting active in other people's platforms, right? Who's down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. If you've ever been on any one of my trainings, you know that one of my favorite things to do is going to places where my audience is already gathered. So if you can get into groups, into collaborative partnerships with people who have the same audience as you, but aren't not necessarily doing the exact same thing as you, then your engagement, your activity on social media can go a lot farther, right? By being really strategic and really intentional about where you're spending your time, and spending your time where your audience, your ideal client, is hanging out, right? So if you can share time spending valuable content instead of being super pushy and salesy, then your audience will start to perceive you as the expert and will likely start engaging with your content, right? And that way, when you do put out a call to action to either engage, download a freebie, go to a training or a seminar, then they're more likely to say yes and participate, right? Don't forget, of course, while you're on social, to test out different formats, right? Try video. Video is super powerful right now, right? Especially on short form platforms like Instagram and TikTok and on YouTube with the shorts, right? They're really capturing attention. They're allowing people and content and course creators to show personality. And I know myself, if you've ever done it yourself too, maybe you're brave enough to admit it, where I'll go on YouTube to go and put on, for example, a meditation or do something. And all of a sudden, 44 shorts later, I've just gone down the short form video rabbit hole. So I know personally that I'm attracted to short form video. So if my clients are anything like me, I also then want to be on short form video so I can capture my audience's attention, right? And of course, make sure that you're building a social network with other influencers, other course creators, other industry experts, because they'll naturally want to help you promote or share your content if you're helping naturally promote other people's content. And in fact, one of my favorite things to do is do interview swaps with other amazing course creators and industry experts that are doing something that maybe isn't necessarily competitive to what I'm doing, but collaborative, right? Like I love to get together with other marketers who are doing niche marketing strategies that aren't writing a book, right? I teach my audience how to write a book in conjunction with a client enrollment event, like a sales call, a webinar, a masterclass, or a multi-day challenge, and then use that as a client acquisition funnel to really drive consistent and predictable clients into your business, right? So I love working with podcasters, people who are email marketing experts, anyone who does a niche marketing service that's a little bit different than mine is a great collaborative partner for me. So who are the great collaborative partners for you and for your business that you could be locking arms with, joining forces with to cross promote and get your message out to more audiences? Which brings us to tip number 4 on ways to market your online course or your coaching program. And that is to use, I don't love using discounts, but you can use urgency, right? You can use beta program pricing, potentially add bonuses in. So what are the ways that you can do to create urgency and sweeten the pot for people to create that fear of missing out and get them to say yes quicker, right? Because something that you've offered might disappear, like a bonus that's only available for the next 24 hours. And for if they say yes right now, for example, right? So some of the best marketing revolves around creating a compelling or urgent need for a course or a program, right? And to create that sense of urgency, you can do other things like limiting the number of seats available, right? Or creating a wait list. Now, of course, this only works if truly you do have a limited number of seats available. You want to be authentic and you want to be in integrity, where you can't tell somebody there's only 10 seats and then all of a sudden let 20 people into your program. So this works best when you're planning a new launch, or potentially you're doing a relaunch, right? Or something like a never before seen course that you have, right? Or maybe you've done a second or third edition of a course or a book or a program. Then you can offer a limited time option. You can offer an early bird discount, right? Or maybe you have bonuses. I call them disappearing bonuses. So if you have things like that that you can offer, but only get the bonuses if they sign up by a certain time or a deadline, right? If you do some of these things, I guarantee you are going to see higher enrollment into your programs. And I love doing that kind of things rather than offering a discount or a coupon. But that being said, sometimes people do that as well, right? So think about what special promotions you could be offering to your audience. And maybe if you are considering doing a coupon or a discount, make it really special, like for as a loyalty credit for existing clients, right? Or dropping the price if they buy more than one thing, like bundling some of your courses together, or bundling a course with a book and some other resources. And so that they get a discounted rate if they buy in bulk or buy more things. So these are some really great ways to help you up level your enrollment, get more clients, and make more money, all while serving more people. Which leads me to number 5, one of the best ways that you can start marketing your online course, if you have a budget to do it, is by investing in paid advertising, right? Advertising is definitely a great way and a straightforward way of getting the word out and advertising to your course. Of course, this works the best if you already know who your perfect target market client is, so you can go out and get your advertising in front of their eyeballs, right? Because when you know who your audience is, you understand your content, and you have got a clearly articulated offer, and you know what your advertising budget is, then there is no reason why you couldn't be using paid advertising to really ramp up your results and put more bodies into your course. And if done correctly, there are ways that you can actually have your advertising pay for itself. So I know a lot of the coaches that I work with who will use their paid advertising in conjunction with a low ticket offer funnel, right? So for example, you've probably seen them all before, but a free plus shipping book funnel is a great example, where if you can spend some advertising dollars, push your potential lead or prospect to a low ticket offer like a $5 or a $7 book, right? Maybe you have a tiny little, you use some of the other strategies we just talked about and add a mini course to that for $27 or $37, which gives your leads a taste of what it feels like to work with you. But more importantly, it makes the front side of your funnel, of your advertising funnel, pay for itself, right? So whatever you spend in advertising pays for itself when they buy your book and possibly that little order bump. So it's a fabulous way to get your advertising to actually pay for itself. And furthermore, it lets you know that the people that come through your funnel are people that not only raised their hand because they're interested in your topic matter, but they also pulled out their wallet and paid for something. So they're even better than a regular lead or a prospect. They're actually now a client, somebody who has demonstrated that they are not only interested in your topic matter, but they're willing to pay even a small nominal amount to learn from you. So these are your absolute best warm, and if dare I say hot leads, and they're the ones that you should be paying the most attention to when it comes to then the nurturing phase, to get them into your higher level programs, to give them some attention and bring them down that path, right? That clearly defined path to going from they didn't even know who you were to now they're a client at a really small level, and then they get into your back end program. So it's how to create profit at the front, at the middle, and at the back end of your funnel. It's a brilliant, brilliant strategy. And if you want to learn more about that, feel free to hit me up. I'd be happy to share with you how that works. It's a really phenomenal way to get more people into your programs. And of course, you can run ads on all sorts of platforms, right? You can run ads nowadays on Facebook. You can run ads on Instagram. You can run ads on YouTube, on Google. I think TikTok you can even run ads on now. So there are so many platforms where you can put your ads. It's a really quick way to get started. It's a quick way to get a fast injection of clients into your program and more eyes on your work. So we're almost at the end here. We've only got 2 more ways that I have to share with you today to market your online course. And number 6 is to be able to use either a website or a landing page. So of course, this is a little bit of a higher level strategy. So I know for me, still don't actually have a website. I prefer using landing pages, because landing pages, the difference between a website and a landing page is the landing page is where they go and they have one focus only. They can't go tootling off to your about page and all your other services. The only thing on a landing page is the one thing you want that person to see. So I love using landing pages over a website. But if you're not quite there yet, you could be bringing somebody back to a private Facebook group to deliver your lead magnet and all of these things that lead them down the path to working with you, right? So wherever you're at in your technological journey, don't worry, this still works for you. But what you want to make sure is that your message is clear when people land there, wherever you're sending them to, whether it's your website, your landing page, a private group, maybe you're using a platform like Eventbrite, right? Wherever you're sending your clients, you want to make sure that your place that you're sending them is up to date. The place for them to connect with you is clear. Their call to action or their very next step is really, really clear as well, right? So that you can be marketing your course, you can have people find out how to connect with you, and that you have more than one entry point into your world, into your funnel, right? So having your offer in more than one place also gives you multiple traffic sources. It is more likely that your content is going to be picked up by search engines like Google, and it helps with backlinks and search engine optimization. So making sure that all of the places that people find you are friendly, they have clear messaging, they have a compelling and irresistible offer, they have the call to action so that they know what to do next, are really going to be important when you are marketing your course. So don't forget to put it everywhere that you have real estate on the internet. It's super, super, super important. And then last but not least, I'm going to share with you the seventh way that I'm going to suggest that you get out there and market your online course. And that's just going out and meeting people, right? Networking. And whether you're doing this live or whether you're doing this online, it's one of the best places to go and talk to people, get knee to knee, belly to belly, even if it's on a Zoom call in a breakout room. Just because your business is online doesn't mean you can't network with people online and offline, right? Networking is still a really great way to get out there, market yourself, build relationships, because maybe the person that you meet in a networking room is not necessarily your direct client, but what if they could lead you to your next client, right? When you network, you're growing your reputation, you're building resources through other potential collaborative partners. You can use your networking to find other speaking opportunities and places where you can go and get your message out. And some of the best ways to utilize your network is by being that guest speaker or inviting guests to come back and speak on your platform, right? You can use networking opportunities to find podcasts that you can go and speak on, podcasts covering topics in your niche or in your industry. Maybe somebody has a blog that you could become a guest blog poster on their blog, right? What if you could get into somebody's private group and offer a webinar or a masterclass to their audience, right? Where at the end of that webinar or masterclass, you can invite those attendees to take another step. And I've even guest lectured in other paid courses. So again, if you have somebody who's doing a topic that's not quite competitive to you, but you can become an expert guest lecturer or guest speaker inside of their paid program, then this is another opportunity to get more eyes on your expertise, your course, or your program. So creating a course and a marketable program, like we learned last week, is just the start, right? Making sure people can find your course or your marketable program is just, and if not more important. So I hope that these 7 tips, these 7 ways to market your course or your online program were helpful for you today. And by all means, if you want to take a deeper dive, maybe consider jumping into my Profitable Program Academy, where we will actually over 12 weeks plan, package, price a marketable program, create your irresistible offer, design a marketing strategy to go out there and get eyes on your course. We'll help you put together an enrollment strategy so you can get people down your pipeline, right? I'll teach you exactly how to have a powerful enrollment conversation so that you're not fumbling over the sales process, and literally be able to fill your course or program with clients on repeat consistently and predictably so you can build the big, powerful business that you're looking for. And feel free to reach out. I'd love to have a chat with you about what it would look like to help you bring your profitable program and your new business to life. So that's all I have for you today, folks. Until next week, stay safe, stay strong, and stay positive. And I will be happy to take any questions that you might have now.